Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gentle Chaos here, or as people that know me, Dave. I've come on. I'm posting another video. It's been a while. I used to post, get on here, do some things, and I'm back. I'm back. I've been called in for a reason. That reason is huge. I think it can unite all people of any color or any religious background, or no matter the case, children without the continuance of them, this won't exist anymore. So I'm here for a thing known as Pizzagate, and which some will choose to call it fake news. Through my experience with it, it's very far from fake. The Pizzagate is based on the restaurant, Comet Pizza. You know the story. If you don't, check it out on the internet. It's pretty interesting. And Pizzagate's a word. Pizzagate's a word that attempts to describe something that is almost indescribable. It's a sickness that is intertwined. It's woven into the very fabric of society, and here we are waking up to it. And for the ones that do know about Pizzagate and know its validity, we're the beginning of the end of this thing. It's our voices that continue to go out. That one can get beat up in society even speaking about something like this, because it's that much pain is inside about it. So for the ones that have taken the time to look at it and see this for what it is, I thank you. And the children also thank you, because it's you guys that the reason this thing is staying alive. So thank you. I came on here to talk a little bit about the sort of bashing that's going on. I see a lot of it, a lot of individuals bashing one another. And I mean people that have looked at this thing and understand as much as they can about it, but see it as actually happening, this thing called Pizzagate. There's a lot of bashing going on. For me, when I look at it, I first looked at it with Dave Seaman, what was happening with him. And I supported Dave, and still do. And the reason I do is because of what he's talking about. He is out exposing this nastiness that we see, and if he is talking about it, regardless of what he's doing, that is going out there. His voice is being heard. And for me to also see this thing, Pizzagate, as something that's really going on, his message is going out, regardless of what it is, regardless of hidden agenda, regardless of anything else. He is speaking about Pizzagate, and so it's my cause as well. I don't think no one's gonna get rich doing this, and if you do, you might want to check on that. I went broke doing this, and I'm all right with that. I've accepted the fact that I lost a lot of material and a company, and I chose to now to move forward and go, what more can I do? I didn't even lose that. That was weight that shut off, so I could really take care of what's really going on in the world. So as far as beating each other up, it's like, man, we're in this spot right now because we're beat down as a society, as a collective. I speak about the connection between you and any given person, or me and any given person. You can feel connection with certain people, and that is always felt. It's because it's who we are. That is us across from us. That is, and I think that's what we're walking into. But if this many children, the numbers, if this many children are going through this, we're feeling it as a collective. So I would just like to say, keep an eye on that and attempt to balance out this thing called Pizzagate or any of this researching. Balance it out with something that can benefit you, whether it's music or whether it's meditation or yoga or whatever the case may be. Anything that allows you to get in that space within inside of you that is the truth of you. Balance it out, because from my own personal experience, it's a very challenging to do that. Once reality falls apart, it can be pretty challenging to pick up the pieces after that. And we're speaking about children getting, molested and kidnapped and murdered and satanic type of ritualistic stuff. And I just say, if you're listening to this and you're not familiar with Pizzagate, or if you just stumbled upon in here, I would say just look at this thing with an open mind and an open heart. Like, don't shut any doors to anything. Once we start shutting doors, we actually start limiting the possibilities. So I would just say, keep focused on moving forward, and what's the next thing that we can do to spread awareness to this thing, because ultimately that's all that's really left, is to spread awareness to it, and then all the rest of it's going to take place. So from this spot on, it's like spread as much awareness as you can. Go out, hold a sign, talk to people. You're going to get beat down, you're going to get called names, you're going to, there's a lot of pain out there, and we're dealing with our brothers and sisters who have, if they haven't been through something, not necessarily satanic, but if they've been through any type of molestation or any type of physical abuse, the pain, it's likely that it's still in there, because they don't give us the tools to start working this out of our experience. So for the ones that I spoke of earlier, that if you've stumbled upon in this video or any video that speaks about Pizzagate, stay open to it. And as you stay open to it, we each have a GPS inside of sorts, and it will tell us which way to go if we will only listen. And it's not necessarily this. It comes through this, but it's something much bigger. Waking up to this thing called Pizzagate, when I woke up to it, there was no way this was true, and anyone that believed it was crazy. So when I get that said to me a lot, I can so much relate to it, because it's what I went through myself. Because this thing it's just absolutely bonkers. It's mind-blowing to even start to think about the possibilities of this thing, and then to see some of the evidence, and to be experiencing, my experience, and really staying open to everything. It's like, holy, reality just shattered. And because we're talking about children, and so, I mean, this could be adults. The point is that there's a lot of suffering going into the collective right now, because of the sickness that's in that we find ourselves plagued by right now. So when you're waking up to Pizzagate, just stay open to the idea. No, Pizzagate is a word. It's much bigger. This is global pedophilia on a large scale, that's used as tools to oppress people, suppress information, blackmail, you name it. If someone holds something like that over your head, imagine the possibilities of this thing called the deep state, or whatever the case may be. I don't want to get off into that, because I want to stay focused on what's the most important here, and this is saving children. So, children are these children. The children are our future, and I sang that when I was a little kid, and if that's the case, we see what's happening to our future. We're going to have to take massive action for this thing to change, and the common denominator, no matter what religion you are, what color you are, no matter what, we have a common denominator, and that is that we have to continue to have offspring in order to continue to be here. And so it's a common denominator amongst all people, the citizens of the world, that children are very important to us, and they deserve to come in onto this are into this world and be children, you know. So I got so much to talk about. You know, I just want to get this out. I said I'm going to do a one take, one go, and just get my beak wet again. And you know, it's all about the children. I just focus on that. There's a lot of great people doing a lot of great stuff on here. A lot of great videos being made. Everyone that's making videos right now, thank you so much, because every one of them goes out and they get to exactly who they need to get to. So thank you guys for doing that. It's almost 3:12 right now, and I just tweeted something. There was something that came through that people are all going to sit at 3:12, and so this is what it looks like for me. There's a power in a lot of people coming together in prayer or meditation or contemplate, whatever you want to call it. For the numbers that get greater, the more that our collective is going to feel it. So I would be honored for you, whoever you are on the other side of this, to join us. Sitting, you know, set an intention that we'll see the children be free to be children from this point on, and hold this space in your heart that you know it's going to be the case, and let's continue to walk forward in it, because the children are our future, and each one of us was a child before. So let's do what's going to benefit us most, and save the children. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great day.